Beautiful Sagittarian peeps, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Am for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your mid-November 2021 tarot reading. I hope you guys are well, and if so, let me know down in the comments down below. As always, readings here are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome, and if not, it's not your message. And if you want to check out my official social medias, all that information is going to be linked down in the description below. So Sagittarius, let's see what we got going on. Starting off as usual with the current energies, let's see what we got. What current energies are coming through here for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout their mid-November 2021. Let's have a look. We got here the Five of Wands, we got here the Page of Cups, and for the last card I'm being called to pull from the bottom, and what is it that we have? We have here a Seven of Wands. So, Five of Wands, Page of Cups, Seven of Wands. I think there's a lot of resistance coming into the second half of the month. There's definitely a lot of stuff that's stressing you out, and I feel like the Page of Cups is like, I'm just waiting for a moment to pull me out. Like, have you ever been so stressed to the point where it's like, I just need a frickin' miracle, universe. I just need something to pull me out of this stressful place, that one moment of inner calm, to really get me to a place of where I can gain some momentum to move out of this, you know, hectic energy, this hectic environment. Let's go ahead and see what you're dealing with right now, Sagittarius. All right, what's Sagittarius dealing with throughout their mid-November? We have here the Sun card. We have here the Nine of Wands, and we have here the Nine of Cups. It's the struggle to find what actually makes you happy. It's the struggle to find the things in life that make it feel like it's worth living, you know? This is the energy of like, I don't want to be just surviving, I want to live. Life shouldn't be about just surviving, right? For those of you that watch The 100, shout out The 100. That was a quote from The 100. If you've never seen that, I think it's still on Netflix, but it was a show on the CW. And yeah, one of those quotes is like, life shouldn't be about just surviving, you know, basically indicating that you should feel like you're living too. So I think that in the general sense, you know, whether it's been work that's been stressing you out, family matters, friendship matters, relationship problems, there has been a lot going on that has been high stress for you, and you're just waiting for that Page of Cups moment where like somebody frickin' takes you and pulls you out of this situation, whether that be the universe, a person to rely on, or somebody in your life that cares about you. It's like, I just want to get out of this cesspool of stress because I feel like it's been so hard for me to find my happiness. It's been so hard for me to find my self-fulfillment when I've been so wounded. Nine of Wands, right? That's what you're dealing with here. You're dealing with a wounded warrior type of energy. The Nine of Wands is like, I'm so wounded right now, and it's very hard to ignore it, you know? It's one of those situations where it's like, no matter how hard I try to be positive, it's incredibly hard to ignore that I'm not in that place. And I think it's okay to actually take a step back and accept that, you know? I think that we shouldn't try to lie to ourselves or pretend that we're happy when we're not. I always think it's very important to just advocate how we're feeling in the moment we're feeling it. Like, if you're stressed, Sagittarius, fucking acknowledge it. Be like, yo, I am stressed to the max. I got so much happening in my life right now to where I don't really see happiness because I don't feel it. I feel like I'm constantly consuming so many wounds and taking so many shots to the chest 24/7 that it's very difficult for me to just get pulled out of this. And I would like to get pulled out of this. I would like to be in a calm place. I would like to be doing something that's bringing in fulfillment right now. But right now, all I'm doing is surviving. And in a way, surviving is what's going to get you to a place of living, but also it's okay sometimes to just say, man, I need a fucking break. You know? If work is crazy, Sagittarius, you're entitled to a break. If your freaking relationship is crazy, you're entitled to a break. If your family life is crazy, you're entitled to a break. Everybody is entitled to have a moment to be in that hermit's repose and really find yourself a place of inner calm. You deserve that 110%. So guys, coming into this month, man, taking a look at what you're dealing with and taking a look at your current energies, I definitely see a lot of woundedness and wanting to pull out. But I think that what's most important as well is to kind of accept the fact that you are wounded and to own that shit in mid-November rather than to say, I'm going to keep on fighting for things to get better. Just be like, you know what, things aren't well right now and that's okay. Because I think that the more you come to terms with the fact that things aren't well, the more you'll be able to withstand it and you will get through it in time. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going to be going on with this situation. Let's see how this situation is going to go throughout the rest of your mid-November. So how is this situation going to go for Sagittarius throughout the rest of their mid-November? We have here the Four of Wands. So you will get to a place of stability. You will come out of this. That's what I like to see. Chariot. You will come out of this place, Sagittarius. Four of Wands, Chariot. You're going to move out of this. We also got here the High Priestess. You will be intuitively guided to where you need to go. Justice, balance will be restored. This is wonderful news to see. So where this is going for you is you're going to get pulled out of it, guys, okay? I feel like you're going to be intuitively guided here. Your angels and spirit guides are going to come in and help. And by the way, just a pro tip for everybody, like, you can literally call on your angels and spirit guides to assist you and help you in your life when you're going through difficult times, because your spirit guides and your angels, are not going to appear if you do not ask them to intervene, okay? So if you don't ask your spirit guides to intervene in your life, they're not going to, they can't. But if you say, angels and spirit guides are my highest good, I'm going through a very difficult moment in my life right now, and I'm asking you to bring forth divine intervention to help me through this difficult time. If you ask your spirit guides that, always, by the way, refer to your spirit guides of your highest good. Make sure you refer to them as your highest good, because you want to know the type of energies you're calling upon. But if you do ask for them to have divine intervention, they will genuinely help. Otherwise, if you don't call upon them, they're not going to do anything. They can't intervene. So I do feel here that divine intervention will come through, whether or not you choose to call on them. I definitely feel like something's going to happen. And with the Justice card here, balance will be restored. Four of Wands to the Chariot. You're going to get to a more stable place. Let's take a look at how, though. Let's take a look at how you're going to get out of this. So what's going to be pulling Sagittarius out of this very stressful place? How are they getting out of this? And what do we got? We got here the Hangman, and we got here the Emperor. Beautiful. Enlightenment with that Hangman card coming through. And the Emperor too. What you're being enlightened to, Sagittarius, is how much control you actually have in your life. Because the truth is that you may not be in control of things outside of yourself, but what you are in control in is yourself, your decisions, what you choose to do. So I think that you're being reminded here of your sense of control. You're being reminded here of what you're in control of within your reality, and therefore you're taking action to pull yourself out of this mess. So guys, like I said, I'm not necessarily sure what all this stress and wounded energy has been about. It could have been like you've had a lot going on in your relationship. You might have had a lot going on in your family and your friendships. Maybe you've just been having a really rough time at work, or just a really rough time mentally. But you're reminding yourself of how powerful you are and how in control you are of certain things in your life. You're saying that if this energy is becoming too much for me, I no longer need to keep myself in this environment. I can choose to walk away from it freely. So I see you guys walking away from this very stressful environment. For example, if your job's just been too much, some of you guys might be taking your vacation days, or maybe some of you guys are saying it's time for me to go ahead and apply somewhere new because this is not a good fit for me. Same thing applies as well with your relationship. If your relationship problems have been becoming too much, maybe you're seeing a counselor, maybe you're taking a quick break, maybe some of you are even saying this relationship doesn't serve me anymore and I got to keep it popping and pushing and moving forward. But like overall, you're being reminded that you have a choice of the environment that you're a part of. You have a choice to stay there or to walk away from it. And I think that you guys are now advocating your choice. You're advocating your control rather than letting all this stress consume you. You're going to do something about it instead of letting it continue to happen. Do you see what I'm saying? You're taking action instead, Sag, in your mid-month. And like I said, it's going to pull you out of this. It's going to bring you to a more balanced state, a more stable place for your mid-month here. So I really like that for you, okay? Let's go ahead and continue and see where things are going for Sagittarius. Where are things going to continue to go for them throughout the second half of their November, please? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Where are things going to continue to go for Sagittarius? And we have here the Seven of Cups, we have here the Queen of Cups, and we have here the Knight of Swords, or the Page of Swords, excuse me. So Seven of Cups, Queen of Cups, Page of Swords. Yeah, I think you're going to be keeping your options open, guys, especially when it comes towards where you want to go next. because you're getting out of a stressful place and you don't want to be a part of that place ever again. So I think you're taking a look at your options of what could be a better environment for me to vibe with, you know? What could be a better job for me, right? You could be looking at new job opportunities. What would be a better type of friendship, type of crowd to surround myself with? What would be a better area to live? Maybe where you live currently is just really unfulfilling to you and you're thinking about moving somewhere. It's about seeing your options of what would just be better for you, energetically, mentally, physically. And with the Queen of Cups here to the Page of Swords, I feel like you're in a place too where you're advocating and expressing more so how you feel emotionally instead of bottling it up all in. I think for a while, Sag, with this environment you were a part of, you definitely bottled up your feelings and emotions. I think that you didn't really tell anybody that you were stressed or what was going on with you or how frustrated everything's been. I feel like you've been trying to be the wounded warrior, the Nine of Wands, where you hold it all in and you pull through. You know, you were trying to survive for the longest time, but I don't think it's a bad thing to talk to the people that you love and care about and tell them like, yo, I've been going through some shit and I could really use a shoulder to lean on. I've been going through some shit and I can really use an ear, you know? I think that the universe also wants you to open up a lot more emotionally in mid-November to the people that you know that will be there for you, because they will be a great support system to get you through any difficult times that are occurring. So that's just a quick reminder too, like, don't hold in your feelings, guys. Be incredibly vulnerable, express your feelings and emotions, because the more that you do that too, the less that you bottle things up, the less prone you are to exploding, the less prone you are to feeling burnt out, you know? You can process what you're dealing with emotionally here. So I want to go back to a main point that I talked about within this reading. And that main point is I don't want to be surviving. I want to be living. I want to be enjoying my life. And the way that you got to finally being able to live was advocating and using your power of control. It was the realization that I have a choice to be in whatever environment I desire to be in. And if my environment is just not working for me, I can choose not to resonate with it any longer. I can choose to walk away. So by really advocating and expressing your choice, guys, that is what led you to finally being in a position to where you can now live your life. You're not surviving anymore and just getting by. You're living because you're making choices that are within your best interest. And that's beautiful, man. That's good stuff. All right. Before we end off today's reading, I want to go see real quick if there are any dire or important messages that Sagittarian needs to hear for their mid-November 2021. Are there any dire or important messages that Sagittarius needs to hear, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, throughout their mid-November 2021? We got here the Knight of Pentacles, we got here the Eight of Wands, and we got here the Eight of Pentacles. So guys, slowly but surely, keep moving forward in your life. Keep moving forward with this brand new environment that you're going to be a part of. But make sure that you're working towards constantly being involved in an environment that best suits you. All right? Remember, your life is for living. It's not for surviving. And living means that you get to choose what it is you want to do and what it is that makes you happy and what it is that is self-fulfilling. So remember that if you want to keep living your life instead of just surviving your life, constantly work towards what you want for yourself. Constantly work towards what it is that's going to make you happy. Even though you may always be a work in progress, because I genuinely believe we're always going to be a work in progress. Nobody's ever going to be perfect. Even though we'll always be a work in progress, make sure that you're always progressing and working on your life to make it the best you can for yourself, because you deserve the best for yourself, Sagittarius. You really do. So the important and dire message here is to not give up. Knight of Pentacles, to keep on going, no matter how big or how small the progress is, no matter how slow or how steady or how fast you go, keep working to make sure that you are letting yourself live and enjoy your life instead of just getting by and surviving. All right, taking a look at the overall outcome here. What's going to be the overall outcome for Sagittarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout their mid-November 2021, what's the overall outcome? And what do we got? We got here the Eight of Swords, and we got here the Two of Cups. I feel like this is going from an energy of feeling trapped and there's no way to get out to an energy of feeling incredibly fulfilled and reconnected with your own self and with your own life. Because guys, when you were going through such a stressful place, it was like, I can't get out of this. I feel stuck. I feel so trapped. I don't even feel like myself. But with the Two of Cups coming in here for the outcome, this is about finally feeling reconnected to you. You know, when we're going through really crazy emotional times, we often don't feel like ourselves, right? We often don't feel like we're in the mood to do the things we love, or that we're in the mood to think about what we love thinking about, or to go to places and hang out with friends. You know, when we're in a really difficult emotional place, all we're thinking about is wanting to escape that place. And now that you have escaped it in mid-November, it's like I have all the time in the world now to reconnect with myself, to reconnect with my life, and to live it the way that I want to. And it's such a beautiful and spectacular feeling. And honestly, it's such a powerful feeling of fulfillment as well. So Sagittarius, no longer are you surviving, you're living. I like it, baby. I like it a lot. This was a very emotional reading, man. I had to keep myself grounded, but I love it so much for you because I like that you guys are getting out of it. You're getting out of that really stressful, toxic environment, and you're finding a way to reconnect with your happiness again, to reconnect with things in your life that do make you happy. And even though you may have been what was called a wounded warrior, you're not coming out wounded anymore. You're coming out the warrior, okay, Sagittarius? Sorry, guys. I like it, baby. I like it a lot. Sagittarius, thank you all so much for watching. If this message resonates, please let me know down in the comments down below. Take care, guys. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing, and I will catch you all in December 2021. Much love, Sagittarius, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.